At one point, Sam Bankman-Fried was hailed as the future of finance. He was worth over $20 billion, ran a $40 billion company, and had politicians, celebrities, and journalists eating out the palm of his hand. 3 weeks later, his empire evaporated, and millions were left wondering, how did no one see this coming? This is not just a story of crypto collapse. It's a story of how the smartest people in the room got fooled by a man in cargo shorts, how one tweet started a digital bank run, and how a $40 billion house of cards vanished almost overnight, all while Reddit screamed, "This doesn't add up," and Twitter watched in real time as the world's next Warren Buffett turned into a meme of disgrace. At first, Sam Bankman-Fried didn't look like a scammer. He looked like a disheveled genius. The kind of kid who wore cargo shorts to billion-dollar meetings and slept on beanbags between trades. He graduated from MIT, worked at the high-frequency trading firm Jane Street, and started FTX with a promise to create the safest, most trustworthy exchange in crypto. He spoke about effective altruism, a philosophical movement to earn as much as possible to give it all away. On Twitter, fans praised him as the Zuckerberg of crypto, but nicer. Reddit's subreddit cryptocurrency was flooded with memes calling him the crypto Robin Hood. He wasn't in it for Lambos, he was saving lives. And FTX grew fast, lightning fast. Within 3 years, it was valued at $32 billion. Athletes like Tom Brady and Steph Curry became brand ambassadors. Larry David did a Super Bowl ad. FTX slapped its name on the Miami Heat arena. Sam was meeting with politicians, regulators, and journalists. Photos of him shoulder to shoulder with Tony Blair and Bill Clinton flooded crypto Twitter. The guy who used to talk in awkward Reddit AMAs was now hanging with world leaders. He had become a celebrity billionaire, and everyone was in on the hype. But behind all that polish, something was deeply wrong. FTX wasn't just an exchange. Sam also owned Alameda Research, a crypto hedge fund that supposedly operated independently. But internal documents leaked in 2022 told a different story. On Reddit, an anonymous user posted, "I used to work for a market maker. This balance sheet is mad sus." Alameda was holding billions in FTX's own token, FTT. Not real cash, not stablecoins. A token that FTX had created out of thin air. Twitter sleuths quickly realized what that meant. Alameda's financial stability depended entirely on a token whose value was propped up by FTX itself. It was circular, fragile, and it looked like a house of cards. Then came the tweet that broke the illusion. On November 6th, Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao tweeted that Binance would liquidate its $500 million FTT holdings due to recent revelations. The market panicked. Crypto Twitter exploded. One reply simply said, "This is layman vibes." In the subreddit Crypto Markets, user compared it to a digital bank run. FTT's price tanked nearly 80% in a matter of days. Suddenly, everyone wanted out of FTX. Users tried to withdraw $6 billion in just 2 days. But FTX didn't have the money. The withdrawal requests overwhelmed the exchange. Users stared helplessly at pending withdrawals, stuck in limbo. Sam tweeted, "FTX is fine, assets are fine." 10 hours later, he deleted it. That was all the confirmation people needed. FTX was dead. Reddit threads started popping up titled, "RIP FTX. I'm ruined and I trusted him." On November 8th, Sam announced that Binance was acquiring FTX. For about 24 hours, people believed a bailout might save them. Then Binance backed out. Due diligence revealed a $10 billion hole in FTX's books. Sam had secretly transferred billions in customer deposits from FTX to Alameda without anyone's knowledge. And it wasn't just bad management, it was fraud. The world watched in disbelief. One user on Twitter posted, "This man committed wire fraud and cargo shots while playing League of Legends." Reddit exploded with memes. Sam photoshopped as the Joker, Elizabeth Holmes, and Bernie Madoff 2.0. But underneath the jokes was real financial pain. Thousands had their savings trapped. Some had even taken out loans to invest. Others had been lured by FTX's slick UI, low fees, and claims of being the safest exchange. And as the bankruptcy filings came in, the scale of the chaos was jaw-dropping. FTX didn't keep proper records of who worked there. Expense approvals were done via emojis and Slack. Corporate funds were used to buy penthouses in the Bahamas. There was no CFO, no board of directors. It was run like a college dorm with billions at stake. John J. Ray III, the man brought in to clean up the mess, the same guy who had handled Enron, stated under oath, Never in my career have I seen such a complete failure of corporate controls and such a complete absence of trustworthy financial information. Twitter took that quote and ran with it. One viral tweet read, "This is like if Enron, Theranos and Lehman Brothers had a baby, and that baby bought a yacht with customer funds." Meanwhile, Sam tried to control the damage. He posted cryptic threads. He said he fucked up. He claimed ignorance. He jumped into Twitter spaces, mumbling half answers while 50,000 people listened in. But no matter what he said, the facts were now public. Redditors dissected bankruptcy documents in real time. Every hour brought a new revelation. Billions missing. Government investigations launched. Celebrities named in class action lawsuits. It got worse. Reports emerged that FTX had funneled over $70 million to political campaigns. The company had fake corporate accounts with names like Paperbird Incorporated, Alameda's Risk Management, a spreadsheet. When users asked why there was no internal accounting, former employees admitted in interviews Sam thought he could keep it all in his head. By mid-November, Sam resigned as CEO. He was later arrested in the Bahamas at the request of US authorities. His extradition dominated headlines, but even as he faced federal charges, some Twitter users bizarrely defended him. "He just got in over his head," one wrote. "He meant well." But the majority weren't having it. One Reddit comment nailed the mood. "If you mean well and still steal $8 billion, you're still a crook." In December 2022, Sam was charged with wire fraud, conspiracy to commit securities fraud, and money laundering. It was clear this wasn't just a crypto crash, it was one of the largest financial frauds in American history. The FTX collapse sent shockwaves through the entire crypto market. Bitcoin dropped, Solana, heavily backed by Alameda, crashed nearly 60%. Other exchanges scrambled to prove they had reserves. Trust had evaporated. And yet the signs had been there. The cult of personality, the lack of transparency, the echo chambers on social media, the speed of growth that defied logic. Twitter and Reddit helped elevate Sam, but they also provided the first cracks in his image. It was a user on Reddit who first flagged the FTT balance sheet. Twitter users decoded the flow of stolen funds. The internet created SBF. The internet exposed him. What makes this story different from other corporate scandals is how quickly it unraveled and how much of it played out live, online in real time. There were no backroom boardroom whispers. There were tweets, live streams, meme posts, 280-character collapses, and a global audience is watching every second. FTX didn't die because of one bad trade. It died because of unchecked ego, a failure of oversight, and a fantasy that crypto could operate without rules. Sam was the symbol of that fantasy, and in 3 chaotic weeks, that illusion was shattered. Sam Bankman-Fried wanted to save the world. Instead, he became the face of one of the most spectacular collapses in financial history. The fall of FTX is a lesson, not just about crypto, but about trust, power, and what happens when we mistake a Reddit hero for a real one. If you found this story eye-opening, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the biggest stories the internet helped write and destroy.